intentionally looks away when I put the camera on. It's my kid. Okay, for campers, I got myself into a bad spot here, but I'm about to get us out. I had to do like a 15-point turn to get the trailer back onto that bridge, backing up, so I could do another 15-point turn to get out. It was the worst experience ever, and I'm just glad we're okay. Hopefully there's no damage to the truck or trailer. Crazy. Well, it's not even noon and we've already been chased off by the police. And I've got all my gear on because it's freezing. All my various weapons are out and handy, just in case. Me and Ricky gotta figure out where we're gonna spend the night. It's kind of important. Well, to be honest with you, the drive from all the way from Oregon, but especially from Nogales to here in La Manzanilla was not fun for me. I was really worried about the dogs. They hadn't been used to car travel. They didn't complain, but it was long days for all of us. I'm sure they could feel my tension. There are other things to worry about, like getting stopped at checkpoints. Okay, I know the news about the Mexican cartels and how violent they've been the last few years. It's been in the news, we all know. But I did a calculated risk assessment and I decided to make this trip. After all, thousands of people use these roads every day. So knowing that, I investigated my hopefully safest route to go down across the border and into Mexico. In doing so, of course, I heard every bad story that there was currently happening or happened in the past, and there were some really scary things out there. However, I did pick a good route, I think, and I had really good luck, and I'm really grateful. Especially now that we're in such a lovely paradise. Well, Well, now that we've been in La Manzanilla for almost a week, I can laugh about it, but we went through a period of some pretty stressful days there. I packed way too much into my last day in Oregon, including cleaning the house and packing the car and driving to California. It was crazy. So if I could do it differently, I would. I would have taken more time for everything. So it's the last thing you want when you're in an unknown city in a foreign country with a couple of hot dogs and all your worldly possessions in this car is for something to go wrong like that. I just drove super slow over to the AutoZone where a nice young man helped me rig up this contraption to keep the trunk shut on the freeway. I was in Sinaloa, the state of Sinaloa at this point. I was worried about checkpoints and who might be there. I had a lot of other things on my mind, so this really added a lot of stress, just thinking that the trunk might fly open. And we went on to Mazatlan, which was a nice experience. I think Vigo likes Mazatlan. He likes coming out to the patio and checking out who's walking by. He wants to be friends with all the doggies. Mazatlan is known for its loud music. In fact, I think it's been kind of controversial with people complaining. I don't know where that rooster is, but it sounds like he's right here. That's good. But soon after that, my sweet Vigo got sick. We'd been here for a day or two in La Manzanilla, and I took them to the beach, and for the first time they ran into the surf chasing a bird, and that was really cute. Both of them were having fun in the waves just for a few minutes. And then I think it was either that night or the next night, Vigo could not sleep. I heard him up all night long. He was getting up, he was moving around, he couldn't get comfortable. He wasn't crying, but I could just tell something was wrong. On further inspection, the next day, I saw him licking his groin area a lot, so I looked at it. It wasn't good. It was full of blisters, like a bad rash. And it was inflamed, and obviously he was uncomfortable. And it got worse by the next day. He had another sleepless night, so went to my neighbor's house unexpectedly for coffee. My sweet neighbor, Dorothy, she invites everybody in, and we went in for coffee, and I mentioned that I need to take Vigo to the vet because I'm concerned. So she's like, she who has lived there for about, I think she said 36 years. She said, I'll call my vet. He'll come up here and see Vigo. So this nice lady who doesn't even know me called her old friend, the vet, from the village, and he came up and did 3 house calls in the next 3 days for Vigo. And for a minute there, this infection looked pretty bad. Like it went from a rash to an infection, and I was getting really concerned. Poor Vigo's been suffering. The vet's name is Abraham, and I'm so grateful that he came up to Dorothy's house for 3 days in a row to see Vigo. It was unbelievable. And of course, if that happened in the States, I'd be bankrupt by now. But it cost me about $30. It's so awesome. It makes me not worry about going to the doctor or having my dogs go to the vet. And that is an experience that many Americans don't have. We're always worried about what's it going to cost at the hospital or the doctors. Now Vigo's doing a lot better, and we're all adjusting to this beautiful place. And I'm happy to say that we're all relaxing, and it's going great, and Vigo is getting much better. So I'm hoping that his little rash sickness will go away for good, and that he'll feel better, and me and Olive and Vigo will have a lot of fun at the beach again. We finally made it to our first week-long destination, or maybe month-long.